Morning, social cam. What's good? It's your girl Eva Get a Barbie. You know what it is. You know how I do. I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I am feeling fantastic. I was blaming my day one girl, Gwen Parks. We grew up together. Y'all hear me talk about Gwen a lot because we all grew up together. And they're all on my Facebook. You'll see all the people that I grew up with. We stay tight as Inkster folks. No matter how far away we are from each other, we always stay connected and we always stay up in each other's business. Right? We grew up in each other's business and we stay in each other's business. Okay, so listen, I'm going to just label these stories this morning public service announcements from Tracy's grandmother. How about that? So I'm just going to sit here. You know, you wake up and smoke your own cigarettes and drink your coffee because that's the only way you can get your mind to start and function in the morning. I wake up hyper as fuck, laughing and giggling and silly. I get my best material in the morning and I wake and bake. So, cheers. Do what you do. Let me tell you this damn story. I'm going to call this public service announcement and I'm going to try to sit here and do all of these videos in a row so I can get this story out. I'm like you too. I get a story in my head and it's like an artwork, a piece of art. I have to get it out. So back to Vic Tanny's from Coochie. From Vic Tanny's to Coochie to public service announcement. So remember I was telling you that I was working at Vic Tanny's and I was wearing this little spandex outfit all the time. Okay, let's just jump to the quick. So I was wearing this little spandex outfit every day, 8 hours a day, right? You had to fucking wear this spandex outfit with a fucking G-string up your coochie. Okay, so if sexual content and swearing and anything about sexuality and a woman's female parts disturb you, you don't want to watch this video. This video ain't for you because there's going to be a lot of that. So there's my disclaimer. Turn the motherfucking channel if you ain't down with the coochie talk, okay? Because this is about to be the motherfucking vagina monologues up in here. Okay, so we're about to talk about the vagina monologues. Okay, now a woman's body is not designed to sit and work out in spandex for 8 hours a day, every day a week. And the reason that a woman's body is not designed for that is because we stay moist, we stay juicy. Should be hot down there. Hopefully your shit stay moist and juicy and hot and it ain't dry as a fucking bucket of sand. Right? Because my shit stay moist. All right, now listen. I'm working at Vic Tanny and I'm working out and everything. And I told you I had already got the peptic ulcer. So I had got the fucking peptic ulcer and my stomach was messed up. I was sick. I had indigestion. And so one night I'm lying in bed and you know how you be asleep and you feel like you got to pee or you feel like you got to get up to do something. I was sleeping and all of a sudden I went and I fucking woke up and I looked. I was like, I was in the dark and I looked down at my sugar dish. Okay, now for those of you who don't know what a sugar dish is, let me explain it to you this way. This is where the public service announcement portion of this video begins. When I was little and I was taking a bath, and my grandmother raised me, and I was taking a bath. I was like 5, 6 years old. My grandmother told me, she was like, Tracy, when you get in the tub, you have to make sure you clean your sugar dish. She's like, every time you take a bath or shower, you have to make sure you clean your sugar dish. So I say, yes, Grandma. I said, what's my sugar dish? She say, that's your sugar dish, right? So then she poured it down to my vagina. She say, that's your sugar dish. And you have to make sure you clean it in the inside and you have to make sure you clean it on the outside. She say, you don't want no crusty sugar at the bottom of your sugar dish and you don't want no crusty sugar at the top of your sugar dish. So you have to always make sure you keep your sugar dish clean. I say, yes, Grandma, I'll make sure I always keep my sugar dish clean. Excuse me. I'm imagining a little baby Tracy in the bathtub listening to this 300-pound black woman sitting on the toilet telling me about how to keep my sugar dish clean. It's a day I'll never forget. So I say, yes, Grandma, I'm going to keep my sugar dish clean. And then the second part of that public service announcement was, as I got older, this progressed. But let's just jump to that because that'll be a whole nother motherfucking story too. My grandmama told me, she said, Tracy, and this was my sex education portion of the public service announcement, because there's a lot of you young girls out there, I don't know why, but your mother never told you this, so your auntie Tree gonna tell you right now that this is how babies are made. This is how my grandmother told me how babies are made, and this is what she told me the consequences of making babies with teenage pregnancies and underage pregnancies. These are the consequences. So my grandmother told me, she was like, Tracy, I said, yeah, grandma. She said, don't you ever let no man do his business in you. I said, what's the business, grandma? She said, don't you worry about that. He gonna know. She said, you don't ever let no man do his business in you, because if you let a man do his business in you, you gonna end up pregnant, and you ain't bringing no goddamn babies in my house. You gonna be out on the street. So for a 10-year-old, I'm like, I don't know what business this man gonna be doing up in me, but I know that's the motherfucking transaction that ain't gonna happen, because my grandmama done told me if I let a man do his business up in me, she gonna put me out in the street. So you know, was an artist even then. I'm a very visual individual. So now I had this image of fucking 10-year-old Tracy walking down the street in Inkster in the damn snow with no shoes on, carrying the damn baby, because my grandmama done put me out. Where I'm gonna go? I'm 10, I ain't got no shoes, and I got a baby. Okay, all of this was enough to deter me from letting a man do his business in me. See, I'm one of them smart chicks. You only gotta tell me some shit like that once, okay? You tell me how to keep my sugar dish clean, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep it clean from the inside to the out. Ain't gonna be no crusty sugar shit on my sugar dish, okay? You tell me how babies are made. If I let a man do his business in me, I'm gonna end up in a baby, and you gonna put me out in the street in the cold? Ain't no way I'm letting no man do his business in me, and I don't even know what business he trying to do. What business is he trying to do, Grandma? Please tell me, so I can avoid it at all costs. That's why my motherfucking ass don't get laid today. You know what? As I think about it right now, that's why my ass don't fucking get laid today. My grandmother traumatized me. Fucking telling me some shit like that. Right now, I'd do anything to get some of that business. Hold that thought.